In this video, we will create an adorable button animation using Next.js, Tailwind CSS, and Frame Emotion. Alternatively, you can achieve this with JavaScript and CSS too. I designed the cat paw using Figma and exported it as an SVG. First, let's break down our approach to developing the button animation. We will start by creating an anchor tag and adding styles using Tailwind CSS. Inside Emotion div, I'll import and add the SVG we designed. Next, we'll set the animation properties and position the SVG above the button. We'll use absolute positioning and set the transform origin to the center. When the button isn't hovered over, we'll hide any overflow so the SVG is concealed when it goes beyond the button's boundaries. When we hover over the button, we will change the animation properties of the motion div. To indicate that the SVG follows the cursor, let's divide the button into 3 sections. Based on the position of the hover, we will adjust the animation properties of the motion div. Now, let's start building the button. I have created an empty Next.js project. Let's remove all the tags in the page.tsx file. Next, let's add an anchor tag and center it both horizontally and vertically. We'll apply a dark gray color to the background using CSS. We will also style the anchor tag with some text. Additionally, we need to convert page.tsx into a client component. Now, let's create a function to get the hover location of the button using the onMouseOver event. We will get the width of the button and divide it into 3 sections. For testing, we will use console log to check the result. Next, let's import the SVG we created and install Frame Emotion into the project. After that, we can import Motion and wrap the SVG with a Motion div. Let's add the motion div classes and animation properties. We will create a state to keep track of the animation properties, allowing us to update them based on the hover position. I will update the animation properties using the state created earlier. To hide the SVG, we'll add overflow hidden to the parent div. We will update the status according to the hover position and confirm that everything is working properly. Yes, it's functioning as we wanted. Let's add an initial position to the SVG when the button is not being hovered. We will also create some loading text that will appear when the button is clicked. Additionally, we'll create another state to check if the button has been clicked. When it is clicked, it will change the position of the button text and the loading text. We'll also implement the onClick event to change the state we created earlier. Furthermore, we'll add animation properties to the texts and use the state to control them. To prevent the hover animation from occurring when the button is clicked, we will create a condition to check whether the button is clicked by using the state we created. If it's not clicked, only the hover animation will happen. To wrap up the video, let's add the ref to the anchor tag so that when we hover over it, the cursor changes to a pointer. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, drop a like. If you want to catch more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.